Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today I want to talk about the awakening of Latz and just kind of what this means for you or for anyone who has, is going to awaken her, attempt to awaken her, here in the future. Let's get to it. So first of all, as you can see, I don't have Latz completely to gold yet. I still need a few more medals. I'm working on that in the recruitment pass. And with any kind of coupons that I get, maybe I'll get a discount and get about 10 or so a week here to try to speed this up just a little bit. But as for her specialization, even before you get her awakened, she's giving 40% across the board for infantry health, infantry attack, and infantry defense, which is absolutely amazing. Is one of the highest, one of those high commanders, those commanders with the highest base attack, defense, and health for a specific troop type. So basically, if you have infantry frontline, you're going to want to awaken her no matter what, because getting her to gold, you're getting the 40% across the board, which is fantastic, and then beyond that, you'll get even more. So if you go into her awakening, we can see what some of her, well, you don't want to see my tokens, but you can see what her upgrade are going to be, which is all the basics from before. So the max level here, you're reducing that. You're getting up to the 4 stars there. Here's the cooldown, minus 5 seconds max, 60% damage increase, which is nice as well. The friendship as well, because there's combat rating in there. So once you get to the second level, that's really good. Then once you get to the enhanced specialization, which are the passive skill upgrades, those ones I just talked about that were 40%, you increase those 1.6 times. So instead of having the 1.6 times 30, it's 1.6 times 40, which is even better. And then don't forget the hidden abilities that are in here, that gives you more attack, more health and defense, and overall Latz is going to give you, once you have her maxed out with, when you have her at gold and you have her awakened to 3 stars, she will give you 90% infantry attack, 90% infantry health, and 92% infantry defense, which is just absolutely insane. So you're going to want to get her to 3 if you have. Even if you have infantry back, second line infantry, say you have a cav infantry or a spear infantry, she's definitely going to be, you are going to want to get her, because that 90% attack would be just absolutely ridiculous. So make sure you get her up there. And then the Harpy ability. So in battle, every 3 seconds, Commander Latz increases ally infantry lineup defense by 5%. So every 3 seconds, you get a 5% defensive boost, and that can stack up to 6 times. So that'll give you 30% after 18 seconds. So 18 seconds into battle, it appears the battles have actually gone from 44 seconds to 40 seconds from what I've seen and heard. So basically those first 18 seconds, you're going to have you're going to get that once you get to 18 seconds, it'll be maxed out at 30%, which is fantastic. Then once you have that maxed out after those 18 seconds, from that 18 seconds to that 40 seconds afterwards, then you're going to have every 3 seconds, Commander Latz is going to heal 1% of the wounded for each ally infantry lineup. So now we're talking about for each ally infantry lineup. So every time, every lineup that has, not just her lineup, but every lineup that has infantry, which she's an infantry commander, so you're going to have infantry in there, 1% is going to, of those wounded will be healed and sent back into battle. So if you remember, you think 1% is nothing. It's not very much. But if you think back to Enzo and his ability and how he was increasing his damage by 1%, and you're thinking like that wasn't much, but now we use Enzo for almost all the rebel leaders, and he can even be useful in other areas as well. But that attack just stacks up and is absolutely ridiculous. Now the 1% healing here, so say for instance, most people here now are having about 1 million, army size that are going in, or even higher than that. So the whales are at 1.8 million or higher, I believe, right around that area. So I mean, I think most people with a 75% buff on are putting like 1.1 million, 1.2 million, whatever it may be. And so for each of those lines that are divided up by 5, you're still looking at tens of thousands of troops being healed every 3 seconds. So then if you add that up, you're looking at, we said 18 seconds for the very first, to get up to the max of the 50% or 30% defense. And then after those 18 seconds, there's another 22 seconds left in the battle. So then you have 22 seconds left, and then every 3 seconds of that 22, which is another 7 times. So 7 times you're going to, if you can get to the end of the battle, of course, because sometimes obviously, you know, it ends because of the morale and the troops run away and whatnot, or someone's defeated. However, if you're able to last a full 40 seconds of that battle, then you're basically looking at another 7 times to 7 times to use this 1% ability. So 7 times to heal 1% of your troops. So say it's 10,000, there's 70,000 troops right there. So you're going to be healing so many troops. I believe that this is one of those abilities where typically in a Awakened Commander you're not you know, you're pushing to the 3 stars and you're not really trying to get to the 4 stars. In this instance, if you have if you have, it doesn't matter if you're using her for you know, frontline or backline, you're going to want to unlock this ability, but it's going to cost you a lot of those, you know, a lot of those tokens, those epic tokens, but you're definitely going to want to save those up for just for her ability there as well. And then once you've increased her, you know, maxed her out, you're going to have, even in the training grounds, she's going to be really good, and then even against rebel leaders, she's going to be really good as well, because she does that. She has that self-healing ability in her skills. You know, she does, you know, recover right here. I have her only on epic, and she's doing 4,400 every 3 attacks, which seems to be common with her with every 3 attacks. But then she's dealing more damage. You know, like basically this, it's like a nuke that you would see with Sheila or Sabrina, where now she's doing 13,000 damage to one enemy target and then reducing their might by 600. So she's going to be one of those vital commanders, and it just kind of gives us an idea. It's going to be how exciting it's going to be when some of these other commanders are awakened that are, you know, that are supposedly even stronger than she is, you know. And we can even look over here, like, you know, some of the commanders that you can kind of think of. You can see all the ones that are already awakened, but it's just insane. I mean, you know, if you're looking at like, you know, Uma has, you know, has some really nice specializations as well. You know, she has the spear attack, the cab, but that's not particularly one. I would say that like Hector's kind of bugged right now, but he has the, you know, 40% spear defense and spear attack with a cav health reduction. So he would be an interesting one as well. I wish they would debug him so we could be able to use him more in like the training grounds, because when we first started, he was actually really good. I remember putting him up against Seg in the training grounds, and Seg counters him, and he actually was better than Seg, because when you have a rating of 142 and your health is 53,000, I mean, he's doing some damage. That's not too bad at all, and his skills are actually pretty good too, dealing, you know, piercing damage and whatnot. But yeah, back to Latz though. I mean, like I said, she's going to be definitely one that you're going to be upgrading. So save those, save them, convert them, get in there, get her to, you know, keep getting her to the next level, and at least get her to the 3, you know, to 3 stars for the 90+% across the board, what she has. So hopefully you've saved up, or you're still saving up to be able to do that. As you can see, I still need more. Make sure that you, right now what they did is they have the spinning the wheel here, the awakening. Collect these medals. You're going to need them. You're going to use them. You know, if you can get her to legendary and get 10 more of the tokens, which is great too. It's where I got some of mine. And then if you get upgrade her to those hidden abilities as well, try to get to tier 2 as fast as you can. And then even the wheel, make sure you get to the wheel. They give you a free spin every day, and then spend that 4,000 diamonds and get in there and get that second one. Because even if you're a free-to-play player, this is fantastic for you, because you have a chance of hitting this twice out of the next, it was like 5 days they're doing it, because there was a little bug that came out. So make sure that you do that, because you could hit this twice or hit a couple of these other ones and unlock her for free, and that would be very nice for a free-to-play account. So I hope that this guide helped you for you know, basically telling you to get her, you know, as quickly as you can and max her out as fast as you can. I know you want to do that to most commanders, but especially her, just because she has just absolutely amazing abilities that are going to help you in battle, and you'll be really, really far behind if you don't upgrade her. But until next time, Mac out.